First of all, before we get into the games and how things are going, you've settled in now nicely in the last couple of weeks. How's it been for you?
Yeah, it's been good. Enjoyed it, settled in. As I said before, obviously I know a lot of the players from a long time. So adapting was quite easy. Obviously the games have started coming thick and fast now. So it's been adapting to the different approach and how you're preparing, and it's preparing for games rather than all the focus being on developing the individuals, which I'm used to. So it's adapting to that type of challenge, which is good. But obviously got the experience of the Belly and Kenny, who've been around it for a long time, to lean on when I need to lean on. But it's been a steady start, so hopefully that continues. But so far, so good.
Anything surprised you?
Surprises, just how quick things turn around. One game's finished, you're then watching that game that night, and then you're thinking about planning the next game that's coming up on the Tuesday. You just don't realise how quick everything comes at you.
Obviously now the games, as you say, are coming thick and fast, and it's been a good start. You know, a couple of draws against two very good sides that are going to be there and thereabouts. A good cup result as well, and icing on the cake in midweek with the 3 points as well.
Yeah, I felt that Tuesday topped off a not a bad start. Obviously picking up a couple of draws, going 2 behind in both games, and then coming back in both of them. And then obviously picking the result up at Sunderland in the cup, which was always nice. And I think we needed the 3 points just to top that off. If we hadn't got him, it would have been a bit of an iffy start, but getting the 3 points, getting your first win under your belt, backed up with a couple of draws previously to that, has just made the week become a decent week.
It looks as though you've got a squad of players that can adapt to certain systems, because you've changed quite a few systems already in the early stages of the season. I know the manager will have the final say, but have you got a preference for the squad?
I think it just all depends on the personnel we've got available at the time. During the pre-season we worked on 2 different things, 4-3-3 and having another go-to, which was the 5-3-2 that we've changed to at different times in different games, depending on what we feel the game needs at certain times. We've got players that can adapt to that and have been adaptable, and it just gives us a different string to the bow. If things aren't working in a certain system, we can make it look slightly different with the outlook that we put into it. The principles always remain the same regardless of the formation, but it just means we might build up slightly different, or we might try and create slightly different depending on where the certain personnel is and certain personnel within the team.
I spoke to Belly about home record. I think it's 9 games now, including the end of last season, since you lost at home, which is a terrific record, isn't it? It's key to get a lot of home points on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. We finished the season off really well at home last year, but that's now done. So we've got to then build on that and try and get that momentum going again this year and make it a real tough place for people to come and get points from.
Just looking at your next opponents, you'll do all your homework between now and 3 o'clock, kicking off on Saturday afternoon, but fairly settled start for them. I know they lost in midweek, but they had a fine result against Stockport.
Yeah, again, good footballing team. We expect a tough test. They'll play some good football, but again, they play with 2 up there, so they won't be afraid to put balls into the box. We've just got to do our homework and try and implement what we did, especially in the second half against Newport, where I thought we took a lot more control within the game. Made better decisions, worked the ball up the pitch into good areas, and then obviously got the goals from that. So we've got to try and make sure that we implement our way of playing to affect the game.
There's been a lot made as well of how the supporters got right behind the team, didn't they? 1-1 at half time, but your players turned on the style in the second half, and it really lifted the atmosphere.
Yeah, I thought second half in particular, I thought the fans were terrific, and the players thrived off that. So it was good to see, and hopefully we can put performances on the pitch that they continue to get behind us as they always do, and makes it a good atmosphere for them.
We spoke to the manager, we spoke to the player himself as well after the game, but from your point of view, what will that goal do for Elliot Nevitt?
Hopefully it can kickstart a little run for him. His attitude is terrific since I've been working with the group. He's one of the best trainers. He trains so hard every day that he's in. Works at it. Things just haven't fell for him. And then he took his finish on Tuesday. It was a terrific finish. He does it most weeks in training. He's just finally found the back of the net, and hopefully he can thrive off that now and goes on a good scoring run.
Can we have a bit of an update on one or two players who've just gone out injured? Charlie Colkett, Connor Thomas and Charlie Finney?
Yeah, Charlie Finney's starting back training this week. So hopefully it won't be too long, get a couple of sessions under his belt and then he'll be back in the fold. Charlie Colkett is going to St George's Park for a couple of days just to increase his rehab. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks he'll be back out on the pitch. And Connor Thomas was just a tightness in his calf, so it's something that we're just being careful of. Obviously last pre-season he broke down with his calf. He had a little issue during pre-season this year. It was his other calf that he felt tight on Saturday, so we're just being a bit overcautious with him. Because obviously we don't want him out for a long period of time, so it's probably only going to be a week or two with Connor.
I know he's getting on a bit now, Chris Long, but it was only cramp, wasn't it?
Yeah, just cramp with Longy. He'll be absolutely fine for Saturday.